So it is my honor to introduce Chaplain Dr. Ingrid Lewis Martin, Chief Advisor to Mayor Eric Adams, and proud Barbadian and Panamanian American. Give it up for Ingrid.
Good afternoon, my family. My Spanish is limited, and I can say a few words, but in order to move the program along, I will speak in English. It's indeed an honor for me to be here today. I see a lot of my people from Brooklyn. Brooklyn is definitely in the house. I am a proud daughter of grandparents who were Barbadian and Panamanian. I grew up in Crown Heights, and I'm very intimately involved in Little Panama on Franklin Avenue. When I was a little girl, I would walk the streets and people would say, "Mama, ven acá, usted es panameña?" And I would say, "Sí, mi familia es panameña." And I'm proud to be a Panamanian by descent, and I am humbled to be given this great privilege and honor to present to you, because I don't have to introduce him, the Consul General of Panama, Consul General Levy. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Ingrid. I would like to begin my speech saying thank you to Vilma de Bello, Vice Consul of Panama here in New York, my staff of the consulate, Marilena Melendez, Heidi Collado, Vicente Bonilla is here also with us. And thank you, because without them, nothing is possible. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is a very significant day for me, for my team of collaborators, my country, and for all Panamanians who live in this great city. Our country has the courtesy to raise its flag in many places, but this is the first time it has been officially raised in New York, one of the most important cities of the world. On behalf of the government of Panama and its president, Laurentino Cortizo Cohen, as well as on my behalf, I express my gratitude to Mayor Eric Adams, to Commissioner of Immigrants Affairs, Manuel Castro, to Commissioner for International Affairs Commissioner Errol Malmsteen, the Bowling Green Park Association, and all the people who, in some way, made this day a reality. 119 years ago, a small isthmus of America called Panama began a separatist deed from a country that it had voluntarily joined on November 28, 1821. Getting to that point was not easy. People like Manuel Amador Guerrero, Nicanor de Obarrio, Ricardo Arias, Federico Boyd, Carlos Constantino Arosemena, Tomás Arias, Isabelina Rojas, Manuel Espinosa Batista, and Esteban Huertas, at the dawn of November the 3rd, play a relevant role in the results that inevitably occurred. However, not everything happened in Panama. Prior to this day, negotiations had begun with the United States government to support the movement. Part of those negotiations took place here in New York City, more precisely in Suite 1162 of the Hotel Waldorf Astoria. And not only that, the person in charge of the United States government at the time and who supported the construction of the canal through the Isthmus of Panama was a New Yorker, President Theodore Roosevelt. Later, another illustrious citizen of the city of New York was a key player in the construction of the canal, Mr. George Washington Goethals, chief engineer of the Isthmian Canal Commission, and who went down in history as the man who achieved one of the greatest feats of engineering and constructions since the Egyptians completed the pyramids. Just as there was a great contribution from New York men and women in Panama, Panamanian men and women have also contributed to the politics, science, culture, sport, and growth of New York. And I want to share with you the names and legacy of some of these people. Mr. Waldaba Stewart, former New York State Senator of the 18th Senate District in Brooklyn, who served as New York State chairman of the first National Black Political Convention held in Gary, Indiana. Ernesto Butcher. Former Port Authority Executive Director Joseph Seymour said about him, when foreign terrorists attacked our city and our country on September 11, 2001, Ernesto's leadership, judgment, and grace under pressure were instrumental in our mounting a quick and effective response, despite the loss of our headquarters at the World Trade Center. His courage and strength of character were critical to the response and recovery efforts of the authority and the region. Mariano Rivera, New York Yankee closer pitcher, winner of 5 World Series, and only baseball player to enter the Baseball Hall of Fame with 100% of the votes. Ruben Blades, composer, salsa singer, and actor. Among other prestigious awards, he won 11 Grammys and 11 Latin Grammys. Michelle Johnson, Justice of New York State Supreme Court. Ruben Kuzniecki, MD, recognized by the New Yorker since 2004 as one of the top doctors in New York metropolitan area, listed among New York Magazine Best Doctors and Castle Cannoli's America Top Doctors for several consecutive years. In December 2020, Kuzniecki was awarded the 2020 American Epilepsy Society Clinical Science Research Award for his seminal contributions to the treatment of epilepsy. Nuria Fernandez, who is here with us today, and from 2011 to 2013 served as Chief Operating Officer of the Metropolitan Transportation Authority of New York. Today, she makes us proud as the Administrator of the Federal Transit Administration Authority. Ingrid Martin Lewis, Mayor Adams' Chief Advisors, and so many other Panamanians who work as advisors, judges, doctors, police officers, public servants, among others who with their work and effort help the growth of this great city. Some may say that in New York, Panamanians are few and that we are not seen or stand out. And you know what? You may not see us, but we are here. Here we are, and this is a proof of it. In closing, I want to share a few additional words. New York, like Panama, was formed and grew thanks to immigrants who, from all over the world, come here to this city to start a new life, a life of hope, forged in what is called the American dream. Today, our continent, for various reasons, is going through an immigration crisis that has not been seen for decades. Panama, like many countries in Central and South America, has dedicated great efforts and resources, which we often lack, to guarantee as far as possible that immigrants, as they pass through, have the protections they deserve as human beings. They are the same immigrants that today are the grandparents and parents of the Castros, Gerns, Johnsons, and Small. In that sense, Mr. Mayor, I want to thank you. I want to thank your team and Commissioner Castro for the work you are doing, giving dignity to those who left almost everything except their faith in themselves. For those who are with us today, don't forget that the United States provides the conditions and opportunities. But as a friend said, the American dream is really within each one of you. Thank you all. God bless America. God bless Panama. Y que viva Panamá.